Hi, my name is Colion Noir, and I have a TP9 problem. You see, you kind of have to be fucked up in the head, just a little, to love the TP9 as much as I do. You see, when it comes to the TP9, I'm like 80% of the female population who will ignore every glaring red flag in a man if that man happens to be 6'8".
I have no kids. What are you?
Good. I have 8 kids.
What?
Yeah, I know. I forgot this. I don't like telling people this.
You have 8 kids?
Yeah, I have 3 baby mothers.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then, yeah, I started young.
Wow. I mean, honestly,
they're taken care of, though.
With your genetics, you should have 8 kids. We need more of that. You're a man and a fine specimen of one, and I think that, yeah, you should.
When I bought the TP9, I was fully aware of all the flaws. Hell, I did a whole video about it. There are 3 things that don't exactly help the TP9's case for being the best civilian PDW. The trigger on this is not good. The trigger is not good because there is only one suppressor you can use on this gun, and it's big, not exactly cheap. This is a $2,000 gun. There are plenty of PCCs that are half the price. Yes, it's expensive as hell. Yes, the trigger is not very good. Yes, it has a proprietary suppressor. The trigger was to be improved, and there was a way to use other suppressors. This video would be titled, "This is absolutely the best PDW for civilians." But like every woman that I've ever told that I have commitment issues to, I told myself I can change it. I'll SBR it so I can put a real stock on it. I'll buy the obnoxiously big proprietary suppressor, not just so it's quiet, but because the back pressure actually helps it run hollow points reliably. Then I'll throw a fancy light and laser combo so I can live out my Splinter Cell fantasies. And of course, I'll drop a bank on the aftermarket trigger to fix the dog shit trigger that it came with. Hell, I even said I'll get the gray version. I invested my money into all this shit, and you know what? It made it worse. Now, before you finish watching this video, I want to quickly talk about the hearing protection that I'm wearing in this video. These are the AKT1 Blackouts, my favorite wireless in-ear Bluetooth hearing protection, or as I call them, the AirPods of the shooting world. With a certified NRR noise blocking rating of 25 dB, you can listen to music and even take a phone call. Hello? What's up? I'm at the range. I'll call you back. The Blackouts also have 6-time hearing enhancement, 10 hours of use, and they're easy to use, so click the link in the description section of this video and grab a pair today. All the ammo used in this video was brought to you by Noir, maker of the most innovative, most accurate, and most effective bullets and ammunition in the industry. Nah, I'm playing. Actually, it made it almost everything better. If I'm gonna be honest, more than anything, I'm just enamored by the looks of the TP9. There's something about aesthetic, something about beauty to the eye that just makes reason and logic go out the window, like you just don't give a fuck. And that's what really motivated me to dump all the time, effort, and resources into this little gun. Because remember, the TP9 was built from the ground up to be a machine gun. It wasn't supposed to be a semi-auto. The TP9 is just B&T realizing there are a few morons out there like me who salivate over this thing in an unhealthy way. And they know they could get us to love it even though it treats us like absolute dog trash. Now, it's not that this gun is just bad. It's just that this stuff we put up with is honestly unacceptable to anyone with a healthy mindset. Let's be real, this gun is for psychopaths. But the thing is, it's just as good as it is bad. And hear me out. Before, it was more bad than good. But I made concessions, shitty trigger, proprietary suppressor, plasticky feel, no rail on one side. But now I've made changes. I've swapped the brace for the factory stock. Gives me better distance to the optics so I'm not kissing the glass on my aim-point acro. And it just looks better. It's more streamlined, more sexy. Same with the suppressor. This thing is obnoxiously huge. It looks like a tactical dildo, but weirdly, it works perfectly, visually and functionally. The oversized look balances the gun out in a way that's actually kind of fun to shoot. It's not heavy, just voluminous. And that volume, it's necessary. Because remember, this gun was built to run full auto. Without the right suppressor, the bolt cycle's so fast, it would just beat itself to death, literally. So they made this big ass can to reduce back pressure. And that's what allows it to run hollow points reliably. Before the suppressor, I had issues. After, not a single failure. And I genuinely love the tonality when I shoot this thing suppressed. It makes the gun feel like it gets me. Oh, and then there's the charging handle. The charging handle is crap. I forgot to change the charging handle. I'm sorry. Every time I do one of these builds, there's always something I forget. Look, I could have waited, but I couldn't. I just needed to get all of this off of my chest. But the charging handle on this gun sucks. It's not ergonomic, it's just bad. So yeah, I gotta fix that now too. Damn it. And since I SBR'd it, that means I can run a vertical foregrip now. But let me say something kind of embarrassing. You see, the angled foregrip I was using before, it was probably better. It put my hand in a more natural angle that made it easier to hit the light laser switch. But the factory vertical grip, it looks so much better. It doesn't look neutered. I still get a solid grip on the gun and it just looks proper. Aesthetically, the vertical grip wins, no contest. Functionally, angle foregrip was a 10. The vertical is like an 8.5. Not a huge drop, but it begs the question. If I end up running my light off the rail on the suppressor, then yeah, the vertical grip might be better for that setup too. So your mileage may vary. Now, there's the optic. I don't think every optic works on every gun, but the aim point acro on this TP9, match made in heaven. The boxy acro on the B&T high-rise mount, it works. The shape, the weight, the balance, it all flows. And the fact that everything is gray, it's like a tactical 50 shades of gray going on. But after all that, there's still one Achilles heel, the trigger. I wasn't paying attention when I ordered the upgrade. I only bought the trigger shoe, not the whole trigger assembly. So yeah, it looks better, but it still feels like pulling a boot through mashed potatoes. It's heavy, it's gummy, it's just exhausting. I can't shoot fast with it. My finger literally gets tired. And y'all know how much I love to shoot fast. That is my jazz. This trigger is killing my joy. It's like the Lamborghini Aventador, one of the most beautiful cars ever made, but that single clutch transmission, garbage. Herky-jerky, awful in normal conditions, garbage. It's the same thing here. This trigger was designed for full auto. So in semi-auto, it's a sloppy, heavy, shitty mess, garbage. And if I can fix this trigger, if I can just fix this trigger from just being a shoe, but to make it cleaner, make it lighter, it's game over. This thing becomes a monster, a weird, expensive, emotionally complicated monster, but a monster nonetheless. So yeah, this is still a toxic relationship, but now I understand it. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if you're in a TP9 relationship yourself. Like the video, subscribe, check the link in the description for the gear I use, and if you want to see how this thing stacks up against the SP5K, you're gonna have to wait, because I ain't gonna do a follow-up video about that too, because now, if I'm able to change this trigger and get it to where it needs to be, massive contender against the MP5. Just saying. These are the AKT1 blackout wireless in-ear hearing protection with Bluetooth. I like to call them the AirPods for shooters. I say for shooters because AirPods don't protect your hearing, but these do. They are hands down my favorite in-ear hearing protection that I've ever used, and I mean ever. They have an NR 25 dB auto noise blocking. They can enhance your hearing by 6 times. They have advanced noise cancellation, Bluetooth connectivity with high fidelity speakers so you can take phone calls and listen to music. They have a battery life of 10 hours with an additional 30 hours in the charging case, and they're low profile and stylish enough to fit in not only at the gun range, but in your gym, while you're studying, working, at school, at home, you name it. I'm in love with these things, and now they're finally available on my store at shop.mrcolionnoir.com, or you can just click the link in the description section of this video.